Hello and welcome to week 2 or 6 of our Premier League predictions. First of all, we're going to go through last week's predictions and then we'll go through this week's predictions. Hello to Chris and Darren.
Hello.
Hello.
Right,
We
I
back.
can't remember what we voted, and I've tried
Don't
to
ask
not
me.
look at it intentionally all week so that we can this conversation is either a good surprise or a bad surprise.
All I know is I had no home wins.
So, and I've put a cover over it. So what we'll do is we'll quickly go through it one by one, and see who did what, and then maybe 15 seconds on each game. So if we go back to on my phone, I'm gonna have the games from last week. Right. So game number 1, Liverpool Everton, wasn't the greatest of starts for the weekend's football, but we have a home win, which now gets ruined by that. I don't know if I can do this. How am I going to do this? Oh, I know what I could do. Nobody look a minute. I quickly do
I'm
this.
not looking anyway.
Font white.
Just listening to
There
your.
we go. Right, so genius. Chris gets the win on that game.
Yeah, boy. I swear I said 2-1 as well. Someone go back and listen.
Yeah, check the recording. Check the
I
recording.
swear I distinctively remember saying 2-1.
Well, you don't get any bonus points. Sorry, mate. But well done on the win.
What? Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest game, but from a Liverpool's perspective, it started off well, and then Everton were pretty damn good, and you know, Liverpool just hung on. So we'll take it where it counts.
You can have that one.
Right, next game, Brighton versus Spurs, was 2-2, so it's a draw. Darren gets the win.
What
I said it
does?
would be 2-2 on the stream as well.
So this was a home win up until the 82nd minute when Brighton scored an own goal. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, Spurs battered them.
Right, Burnley versus Forest. We went for. Well, I say we went for. It's not really how it works. It was a draw. So
It was a draw.
Chris wins this one. What happened in
Flying.
that one? Oh, so
Absolutely
Forest scored at the start.
Flying.
Burnley scored in 20. Nothing else happened for
Cooking
the rest of the
on
game.
gas. This boy.
West Ham versus Palace was an away win, which is Chris.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is outrageous. I'm
I'll
not in
just
this episode.
sit
I'm
here and
about.
hold my poodle, boys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go out. And they smashed them. Well, not proper smashed them, but for all intents and purposes, they were. Right, Wolves versus Leeds. We've got an away win. It's Darren.
Oh, boo.
I remember saying
Well done, Daz.
this is definitely the week where eventually Wolves are going to win a game of football, and it's definitely this could be that week, and it just wasn't. It just wasn't.
Yeah, Wolves haven't really done much, although they did win. They did beat Everton in the cup in the week, didn't they? So.
Who cares about that?
They'll
They'd
get
rather have the
covered when
3
that
points, though, wouldn't
goals
they?
get wrong.
Right, Man United versus Chelsea. It was a really weird game that you had the early send off for one team, then you had the second half 10 versus 10, and it was rather wet. Let's be honest. It wasn't a brilliant game, and it was a home win. Let's go! I get my first point. Come on.
God's sake.
And then we've got Fulham versus Brentford, which was that weird 8 o'clock kickoff on Saturday, which was a home win. Fulham smashed Brentford 3-1. Right. Then we moved to 3 games on Sunday, which weren't particularly exciting. So it starts with Bournemouth versus Newcastle, which was 0-0. That is not what I wanted to do there. That is a Chris.
Again.
What is going on here, man?
Boys, I'm retiring. It's been a pleasure.
Sunderland versus Villa. If I remember correctly, for all intents and purposes, Villa were really good Sunderland were really good in this game.
Mate, Sunderland were awesome. I actually watched the first half of that game, and then I watched the second half of the
And Sunderland were down
game.
to 10 for an hour.
Yes.
But it was a draw.
Mate,
Come on.
Villa are playing tonight, aren't they? They're playing in the Europa. League,
Europa.
but, yeah, it wasn't great.
And then sort of the final game of last week, the big game, which was Arsenal versus Man City. We've got another draw. One of those cliches where it could go anywhere, and it came to me. So I was a late bloomer in this one, boys. So we'll do Chris first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Easy game.
So we've got Chris on 5 points. And then if we go Darren, we've got 1, 2. Darren's on 2. Now, logically, because of maths, I am on 3. This should always
because
equal...
of math.
But it should always equal 10, right? Except
Yeah,
on those
yeah.
weird weeks where it's like game week 18 and everyone plays twice, but they're not 2 separate game weekends, or everyone plays except like 3 teams or something because they've got other commitments.
Yeah.
But Chris takes the lead in our
Easy, boys.
championship. So well
Stop
done,
the
Chris.
count.
I'm not playing anymore.
Right, week 6. I've just decided, right? I'm just going to add the fixtures underneath.
Oh, here we go. It's just, I thought
No,
you were
no,
going
so
to change something.
no. So you got week 5 and the order in which week 5 was, and then week 6, and we'll just do the same thing, and we'll just have one big spreadsheet that has all the fixtures in a row, rather than having like I wanted a way of tracking the actual fixtures and who picked what, rather than just Chris has got 5. Do you know what I mean? It was that kind of thing. So what's interesting is Chris went first last week.
Well, so does this mean I get to go last this week?
No.
Because I'm absolutely killing it.
Well, here we go, mate. We got the wheel back. So
the wheel.
Let's do the wheel and see which order we're doing this in. So today is me first.
It's
when
not
it
fair.
stops, remove. So it's me first, and second place is... That looks like it's going to be Chris. So it's me,
I'm last.
Chris. Are you actually?
Yep.
Did you
Darren.
get last week?
He did. He did. Unlucky.
Oh,
Right.
lucky, son.
So this week's fixtures. What have we got? Get rid of that. Brentford versus Man United. That doesn't scream belter.
That was a scorcher of a game last season. Is it last season or season before?
I mean, Brentford and Man United, I think, have had good games, but you've got to remember that they're Brentford that have lost their manager and all their best players, and it's still Man United.
They're still scoring goals though. They are getting a bit leaky at the back, but they're still scoring.
This is a tough one straight off, I think, and this will be the half 12. I'm gonna go draw. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go draw. I think I can see a world in which Brentford win, and I really want that to happen. But I can see a United win as well. Brentford just not being good enough, and Man United just lucking a 1-0 or something ugly like that. So I'm going to go for a draw, because that likewise a 0-0, a 1-1, a boring, awful game of football is how I see it. So I'm going for a draw. Christopher?
So you're excited by this game then? I'm going for Brentford win.
Oof.
Up the bees, stuff the Red Devils is what I say.
Mate, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And then Darren,
you've got to think. You've got to think. Sorry to accentuate on my point, but Man United only play well against the big clubs. As soon as they start becoming down into the other ones, they start to
no Casemiro, I guess, as well in this
struggle.
one, which last year wouldn't have been a problem. That would have been a benefit, but he's actually started relatively okay this year. Okay, so Daz, you get the away win. You get the Man United game, mate, or Man United win. Why are they going to win?
They're not.
Come on, Daz. Say it like you mean it.
You got a big your team up, mate. Come on.
Man U, 3-0 win. They're going to come out all guns blazing.
Boys, let me just nip this in the bud real fucking early in this series. I just swore. Scores are irrelevant.
I like putting the scores
we got
in
no
just
bonus
to,
points. 0 bonus points.
3.5 Chris.
Sorry,
it just
boys.
is. It's just disappointing at all times.
So, Daz, you've got Man United, but is it fair to say that
Confident
you're
win.
not hopeful?
No, I'm very hopeful.
What would you have gone for, Darren, if
I'd have
If
gone
all
for a
were
draw.
available. Okay, fair. And Chris, it sounds like you would have gone for a home win anyway.
Home win, yeah, more than likely, mate.
Cool. Right, Chelsea versus Brighton. Another one I think that's got potential to be a belt. Well, actually, no. The first one's going to be awful. This actually has the potential to be a belter, I think. Chris, you're up first. Chelsea versus Brighton.
Chelsea Brighton. Chelsea got a half decent result in the week, resting about half of their 500-man squad.
No keeper. Keeper's red
Yeah,
card.
so they got
But
potentially
Sanchez is an
Flapper or
awful keeper anyway. So again, how much of a hindrance is
it's
it?
not the best. Um, is it at Stamford Bridge or
Yes. Yes, Chelsea versus Brighton. I'll always say the fixture in the correct order.
Chelsea home win?
Oh, I'm just picking all the home wins. Darren, you're up. You've got a draw or Brighton win available.
I'm going to go for a draw. Feel like Brighton have a chance at this. Why did you write draw?
It just auto completed. Sorry. There we go. Do you think it's gonna be a good draw or like a boring draw like a 0-0
0-0
or
or a
1-1?
3-0?
Yeah.
I'm not that
Brighton are
successful.
quite an attacking team, so they certainly do like to put the cat amongst the
Yeah, I feel like
pigeons.
there's going to be goals.
Is Palmer fit, do we know? Does that play quite a big because he went off really early, didn't he?
Think it's up to debate at the minute.
Does
Last I
that
heard.
does that change it though? If Palmer's fit, is it a Chelsea win? If Palmer's not fit,
I'm not sure. They like that Esteval, don't they?
yeah, but he's
He
gonna
looks
play
good.
out
So
wide until the 4th-minute red card again.
João Pedro as well against his former club. Which,
Ooh, good shout, good shout. Okay, well, I've got Brighton win, and I probably would have gone for a Chelsea win on this one. I'm gonna go. I'm not unhappy with Brighton because
no, not at all.
Brighton
That
can.
Mintez doing bits, mate.
Yeah, they've got Baleba still. Danny Welbeck keeps somehow firing. They've got Van Hecker, whatever his name is at the
Yep.
centre back.
They got your
They're
old centre back as well, haven't they?
which one
The youngish lad one.
are they?
I think it's a Vander something.
Oh no, Vanderberg. That's Brentford.
Oh, he's Brentford, sorry,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
he?
All right, cool. Darren, you're up first for Palace versus Liverpool. I think I can guess where
Please go
you're.
Palace.
I was gonna say where you're
Palace
gonna
are doing bits.
put your
This
D, but
could be
that's
a tough game.
Is
Palace
it
are
at
really bad.
Palace or?
it's at
Yeah,
Palace.
they've been Liverpool's bogey team a couple of times, and we have no Ekatike because he took his shirt off.
Well,
Yeah, he's an
so there
idiot
was
for doing that, by the way.
he massive idiot, but the commentator said he misses the next Carabao Cup game. But I thought
Oh,
No, he misses
League
the next game.
that's the next
the next game.
English like the next English Football Association game is what I
Yeah,
thought
so
would
he
miss.
misses this week,
That's what I
100%.
thought. That's what I
But
thought.
we do have a good backup striker, I guess, in Isak. So I'm going to go for a Liverpool win.
Chris. Oh no, it's
Is
me
it not
next. It's
you?
me next. It's me next.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was gonna
well,
say. I mean, I'll take it.
I'll go for the draw because I absolutely don't want to be begging for points for a Palace win. And you know what? Again, let's be honest. It's not in the realm of impossible, is it? A Liverpool win on paper makes the most sense. A Liverpool draw, sorry, a draw between the two teams isn't unrealistic. Palace are going to get opportunities. Palace are going to get goals. They're going to get counters. Liverpool are probably going to score. So I'm not unhappy with the draw. Is this going to be though another boring game to watch as a Liverpool fan, where Liverpool don't play great, but they're against a really defensive team, so it just makes it look worse.
Probably.
Right, Chris, you've got your third home win in a row, mate, this week. For a
Stunning.
Palace win, which I guess you don't mind. You're not exactly
No,
a Liverpool
I think
hater, but
Palace
you're not a
are
Liverpool fan.
arguably one of the best kind of dark horses this season. Considering the players they lost, I think keeping Gahey was massive. I think he's got a massive point to prove in this game. And with Wharton and
What player?
Mateta's still there and
See,
whatnot. I think
Mateta's the most important for me. Mateta is just unbelievable, and Sarr seems to be ruining us at the minute. Every time we play Palace, the last 2 times I think Sarr's either scored or been an absolute nightmare.
so. Yeah, I don't mind this at all. I think the counter for them will play very nicely into their hands.
Agreed. Right, next game then. So so this is back to me then, yeah. Leeds versus Bournemouth. This one's one of the easier ones, boys, and I'm sorry I'm going to take it, but that away win is having my name next to it. I give Leeds almost zero chance in this game. I really like Bournemouth. I really like their manager. And I just think Leeds are going to lack a little bit of creativity and a little bit of firepower. I know DCL's scored, which is wicked. I don't hate him. A big fan actually. I thought Newcastle or Man United should have bought him or should have signed him. Sorry, in the summer, even if it was just as a backup. But I don't give Leeds anything in this game. Sorry. Chris, you've got a draw or Leeds win.
We all late Leeds. We all late Leeds.
For the
I'm going
culture, you've got to go Leeds win to carry on your home wins. I'm
I
joking. I'm joking. I'm
know,
joking. I'm joking.
but I really like Bournemouth. I think their manager's doing absolute bits, considering the players they lost and the players they brought in.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Fuck's sake. I don't like this game. For the banter, I'm going to go for a Leeds win.
Oh,
I think
Darren still doesn't get a home win, bless him.
I
He's not had
think
one for
based
1.5
on their last
weeks.
result against Wolves, they're going to have a bit of a bounce from that. Don't think they played midweek either. So
Okay.
DCL
Interesting.
back on form, channeling his inner Ancelotti vibes. So let's see how it goes. But yeah,
I,
we'll go for the Leeds win.
I can get on board a DCL hype train, I'm not going to lie. Darren, mate, you are left with the draw. Thoughts?
Yeah, that's what I'd have chose anyway.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bournemouth are doing bits, mate.
Yeah, but I think Leeds at home, they'll take the
Ellen
first
Road
one.
popping, to be fair, would be a good
Yeah,
game.
you're not wrong.
They won't
Right.
make it easy. Let's just put it.
So that was me. This is Chris's. Chris's might be another home win here. Man City versus Burnley. Chris, you're up first.
Man City versus Burnley. God Almighty. I mean, based on how Man City played on Sunday, we could be in for an absolute stalwart 10 at the back from either side. But
Defense against defense.
yeah, you can only. I think this could be they're pretty much a battering for Burnley. If Haaland's singing on song, which he has been this season, Foden seems to be got over his demons from last season, and him and Haaland could be the new deadly duo for the Premier League. So I think it could be Man City 3-4 or however many you want to see it.
Another Christopher home win.
It's what we like, mate. It's what we like.
Daz, you're up. You've got a draw or away win.
I'm going to go for a draw.
Burnley
Why?
They're
just gonna fill the goal with players
and have like 9% possession and just.
Mate, they'll be lucky to get double figures.
So it'll be interesting to see how Burnley play. Now, I guess they're going to play exactly the same as they played against Liverpool, right? Which almost worked. They had a couple of opportunities on the counter. They just didn't take them. And they defended really well up until a penalty in the 91st minute or whatever it was. So whilst I would never pick the Burnley win here, there is a world where, what's Man City's biggest weakness? Transition, the counter attack.
It does happen.
Mate, look at they've lost 2 games already this year. Or this season, sorry. I'm not mad at it. Is it going to happen? Unlikely. Would I put money on it? No. Could it happen? Yeah. I
course they
see
could.
Burnley beating Man City as more
What are
realistic
the
than
actual
Leeds
odds on
beating
that game? I'm
Bournemouth.
intrigued.
There you go. That's my hot take this week. I reckon Burnley have got a better chance of beating City than Leeds have Bournemouth. Sorry, Leeds.
What?
Again, it's just looking at what the weaknesses are. Look at what Man City's weaknesses are. But anyway, Darren, you are up first, mate. Nottingham Forest versus Sunderland.
I'm going to go for a draw.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Forest,
Okay.
they played midweek.
Played a lot of games now, haven't they, this season that they're not going to be
They-
used to because of Europe. I know it's
Yes,
only one or two more games extra, but it all
but
helps or goes towards it, doesn't it?
it does tire teams out, and even the top teams don't always win after a European game. So,
And Sunderland look solid. They
and
look
some, yes,
really
so
solid.
I think a draw for
A
that.
draw, fair. Darren, you are the draw guy this week. I'm going to
Draw,
go
draw,
for a
draw.
Forest win, just because I hear what you're saying, but I'm sort of hoping that they're going to ride that wave. That they're going to, rather than just being exhausted, they're going to embrace the fact they're playing in Europe. But they seemingly are doing well. Ange is there. He's getting them singing a little bit. I think if it was Nuno, I'd be more confident in a draw. But with Ange, I feel like it. You either win or lose with Ange, right? That's my feeling. So, yeah, that's what I'm going for, the Forest win. And Chris, you are on a Sunderland win, my friend.
Mate, Sunderland are doing bits. They've got their best player back.
Who are you
Um,
saying is their best player?
I don't know.
How do you know he's back
But
then?
I know there was from watching the game last Sunday, they did have a player who the commentators were saying has literally been their best player all season.
Oh, okay.
And as far as I'm aware, he's back this week. So hopefully they will do bits. But they've started really well, considering nobody gave them a chance. They've signed a shed load of players. My only worry is when it comes to January that they're going to lose half their squad because half of them are from Africa. So
Fair. Good
it's
old AFCON.
but no, I think they're doing really well this season, and may that rain on. But there's definitely, like you said, there's goals in this game. There's definitely goals.
That there is. Right. Spurs versus Wolves. This is on me to go first. I really want Wolves to start doing well, but I've got a thing for Thomas Frank. He's doing really well with Spurs.
Not the week
I've
to
got
be.
to go for a Spurs win here. I see nothing but a Spurs win. And honestly, as depressing as it is for me, I just don't even see Wolves scoring in this game. That's how bad I think this game's going to be for him. Has he not just signed a new contract?
Yeah, 3 years.
Mental. But I mean, we moan managers get sacked too quickly. We moan at Nunes getting sacked after doing well. We've got to applaud a team here that are sticking with their manager through a rough patch. So we can't have it both ways. We've either got to be happy with all the sackings or support a club and a manager when they are publicly backed. So sorry, Wolves. I don't think it's this weekend. I'm going Spurs win. Chris.
Let's take the draw on this one. I don't. I would have liked to have Spurs. I think they're probably going to do umpteen times better than they did last season. Um, but yeah, I think I can sort of see Wolves getting better. They've had a big game, big result midweek, and hopefully that can kickstart their season.
Thank you, mate. Darren, you are with the Wolves win, mate.
Yeah, got the booby prize here, and I don't
You
see
have,
anything
mate.
but a Spurs win.
I'm just having a look at the team that Wolves played midweek. So it pretty much was their first team. Strand Larson up top, Huang, Bellegarde, Andre. There was some rotation in there, but they started some big boys too.
I mean, Everton did change 7 of their players, so
I think Everton are focusing on the league this year after the last couple of leagues. I think they just want to have a slightly more solid year. So yeah, Darren, mate, sorry, mate, you do get the bogey prize on that one. I'm not sure any of us are giving Wolves much of a chance, but hey, they might surprise us, and this
they
might be the
Anything can
week.
happen.
Exactly. Right, next game, Chris, you are up.
let's
Oh,
go.
it's a tough one, mate. It's Villa versus Fulham.
Villa playing tonight. They're not really had the greatest of starts, have they? Bless them. Fulham are a weird team. They seem to do well in patches and then they just seem to fall off at some points. But I like Marco Silva. He's done an amazing job on that. I think I said that last week. So Fulham win for me.
Oh, I like that. Cool, mate. Darren, what what do you think? Villa versus Fulham.
All the excitement for my first home prediction
Let's
of,
go.
of the series. I'm going to go for a Villa win.
Would this be Villa's first win of the season?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
mental, isn't it?
They've only scored 1 goal as well.
Absolutely
yeah,
mental.
they've got to come good eventually.
No, that's
Although, looking at the result right now, hot take, they're winning 1-0, John McGinn.
yeah, but it's only half an hour into the game. There's like uh, they need the morale boost. If they don't win tonight, I think I'll start worrying about Unai Emery a little bit.
He's lost his sporting director, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Apparently
but
he
that doesn't
wanted him
change
in,
the
so
pitch. You don't. Oh, so from a support from the board sort of perspective, you mean?
yeah, it was like his guy that was.
Fine, fine. Honestly, I would have picked a draw, so I'm quite happy to have the draw. This game doesn't fill me with joy. Fulham have hit and missed. Villa have missed. Um, on paper, Villa should win this game, but Fulham are always there or thereabouts mid-table. Villa probably can only hope for mid-table at the minute this season. So, yeah, I think that's about right.
I agree.
So next game, who was that? That was Chris. So Daz, you're up first, mate, and this is a tough one. It's Newcastle versus Arsenal.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, Arsenal have had two belters back to back in Man City
this
and
is
Newcastle.
tough game, and it's another one that could go either way. Ah, Newcastle won yesterday, didn't they?
They did rather convincingly. Was it like 4-0? And they rotated too. They rested like
rested a few
Voltemade.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Arsenal.
Arsenal need to win this game, right?
And yes, we'll say if they don't win this, they'll be worrying about
I mean, it's
the title a
5 points
little
already. If you ignore the Liverpool result,
bit.
you can't like you just had a draw against Man City, which is a game you probably should have won had you been a bit more adventurous. Arsenal need to win this game. They need to beat a top five, top six team, right?
I didn't buy all these players just to play this silly
Trossard
sort
on
of.
the wing.
Oh, I don't understand it. Like, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be like, well, we've got all these players sat on the bench. We know
But
Man City aren't the best. We know the top teams, like the Liverpool game, for example. We've signed all these players. It's going to take a while for them to get used to into it. Let's get these players on the pitch and start doing something. Let's not just sit them on the bench and play the same old, boring, let's just get a point.
and the irony
Like, you've
is
seen it in the last 15, 20 minutes against Man City, how well they were playing
that's
and how they
exactly
were
what I was
getting
going to
out.
say. The irony of it is the players that were on the bench are the two that came on and scored the goal, or
Oh,
made the goal happen in Eze
it
and
must drive
Martinelli.
them mad.
I,
Because I know it'd drive me mad.
as I mentioned earlier, Man City's biggest weakness is that counter. It's the transition. They're really bad at the minute. It's very unpep like. But the last 18 months
I
or a
love it.
year,
I love the fact Pep's gone full Jose Mourinho.
they just can't cope when they win the ball. When the opposition wins the ball back. So Okay, Trossard's going to put an awful lot of effort into it, an awful lot of heart. Brilliant, love that. That's great. But then when you win the ball back and you've got to sprint down the other side, where's your pace coming from? Okay, fine, you got Noni on one side, pace. Gyökeres, fine, but he's not really meant to be there for pace. He's meant to be there for finishing. Who's on the left that's going to pace? Because your left back, it's just dying out for a bit of pace. Just look at what other teams have done. Look at what Brighton did to be successful against Man City. They countered hard, and I think Arsenal could have really exploited it.
I agree, mate. I agree.
But okay, Darren, you're on an Arsenal win. I'm going to go. Arsenal. They're not going to go into this game with their "we must not lose" approach, surely, because they can only do that against Man City and Liverpool.
This is
They can
big
only do
Arteta,
it.
don't forget.
I know, but they just cannot. I'm going to go for the draw. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to be boring. I think there is a world that Newcastle can win. I think they can get to them. Is Gordon back
Up the
this game?
tune.
I think Gordon's back this game, isn't he?
He is.
Which will be a huge factor. But my first, I said we've got to stick to our first answer. My first
Up the
answer was
tune.
draw.
Up the tune.
And
Channel man on Sunday. Come on.
Chris, you're going for a
Yes.
Newcastle win, which it doesn't sound like you're too disappointed in.
I'm happy with that, mate. I think Newcastle will live for these big games. Big Joel Linton in the middle is going to go absolutely cripple someone. Big Anthony Gordon and his Australian mullet's going to be running around like a shrimp on a barbell. You're going to have good old Countersthorpe boy, born and bred. He's one of our own, Harvey Barnes, running around causing havoc. And then big Dan Burns at the back doing big Dan Burns things.
Does
Up
he
the tune.
start? Does Howe start Elanga? It's really annoying me because I've had him in my fantasy league team since the start.
Does
No,
he
since
start?
week
Does he
2,
start?
and he keeps
I think he
benching him.
does.
But he started midweek.
I think Eddie thinks I'm going for this.
I think they should. I absolutely think they should go for it. Right, final game. That was Darren going first. This is me. It's Everton versus West Ham. Now, one of these are kind of flying, and one of these is having a mare. With that said, I can't remember who it was against, but West Ham won really
Forest.
convincingly, didn't
3-0
they?
in the last
3-0.
10 minutes. There was Nuno's last game though, so
Are
everyone's
they?
saying, was it because of the drams?
I just don't see how that affects the football pitch. But are West Ham gonna do something similar again? Sit back, soak up the pressure, get them on the counter. I just think Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, Njai, whatever his name is. Who's
Who's what?
I just wish I was gonna say who's their striker. I remember it was better. I wish they had a better striker. I wish they'd kept DCL. A fit DCL would make this team so much more dangerous.
No, he wouldn't. I know I was giving praise earlier, mate, but he's not done anything for about 7 years.
No, no, I know.
About 2 decent Prada adverts.
I know, but I just feel like he gives them. I don't rate Beto very highly. I'm gonna go for. I'm going West Ham. I think this is going to be one of those weird ones, like the Forest one, where West Ham just randomly turn up and start doing bits.
I love your optimism.
You're up, mate. What do you want to go for?
Everton.
Easy, or do you give West Ham any chance?
No. Potter's days are numbered. I think Nuno's sitting in the stands with his fake moustache on, waiting to go.
Yeah, I don't know if Nuno gets that job though, does he?
Oh, apparently it's Slaven Bilic, which is quite hilarious.
What, back again?
I think he's been chilling in
Croatia somewhere. Is it Croatia? I think it's Croatian.
I think he's been chilling, smoking 40 a day by the sounds of it for about the last 10 years. Does Nuno get the job? Maybe, but I think Jack Grealish and the sort of Grealish Dewsbury Hall combination is going to absolutely tear them a new one.
Fair, fair.
I feel sorry for Jared Bowen, by the way.
And Daz, you get the draw.
Yes.
Happy?
Happy?
Would you have gone for the draw?
I would not.
Would you have gone for
Well,
You would have
Everton?
gone for an Everton win.
I
I
would have
bet.
gone for an Everton win.
Cool.
But I'm stuck with this, so
It's,
I think it could
it's
go
like
either
Jamie
way.
said.
Depends what West Ham turn up.
West Ham have got it in them, right? They've got the players. I know you know they've got players that have their own injury record and stuff, but Fulkrug, good player, injury prone. Callum Wilson, great player, injury prone. James Ward-Prowse, a really big fan. Jared Bowen, really big fan,
Centre
brilliant
back.
player. They've just got they've got great players that can have great moments. I'm not sure they've got a great team, but is this the game that changes that?
Could be. I mean, it could be. But
We'll see.
I've not seen that.
We'll see.
I don't think.
Right, boys. Thank
Potter's-
you very much for your
Thanks,
time.
JB. See you soon,
Yeah.
Daz.
Let's see how these
Thanks,
weeks
mate.
go. Peace.
Keep the wins going.
Right, there we go. That's